Welcome to Diamond.Standard.Gaming, and today we're going to go ahead and update our spiral doorway. So right there you just saw basically what we're going to have it do is it's going to flash in each of the four corners of the outside square, and then flash on the corners of the inside square, and then it's going to finally open the door up. So right here is all our existing blocks from our previous build, and you can check that out right here. Now you got to remember, when you go ahead and you place the command blocks, the arrows have to always be pointing the right direction. So in this case, that arrow is pointing towards our original start block. Because what's going to happen is the blocks are going to flash, and then the door is going to open. So our original start block will no longer be our start block. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, that's 16, 15, and I think I put one more down, 16 blocks. So I'm going to need 16 blocks to do this build, and that's because there is, what, 9 blocks, 16 or 17. There's 8 blocks that we're going to flash before opening the door, and then to make the flash happen, you need to have 2 command blocks. So what we do is we go and we are going to make it a diamond block. So we're going to set the diamond block, and then we're going to go ahead and set a gold block back. So that way you'll just see it flash like a diamond block once. This is where we're going to put the command button. So you can see as I hit the command button, it's going to control the redstone right there. And the reason we're doing this is because we have to control this back block here to be the first block, just because of the way I laid out the previous blocks. So I lay some redstone going to the back. And then I think right here, with the redstone being like this, I don't think it will actually work. I think you need the redstone going directly into the back of the command block. So this here is basically what the command is that we're going to use, but what I'm doing here is I'm just setting a test up. So I'm going to go ahead and place a gold block, and I'm just going to do it, relative, 1 block up, 1 block right, and 1 block in whatever that last direction is, just to see that when I hit the button, just to make sure it works or not. So before I get going too much and build too much and then find out there's something wrong and it's not working. So I go hit the button there, and I see that no gold block appeared. And at first I thought this was the problem. But it turns out that wasn't the actual problem. This time that would be a problem in the future. So I go ahead and I hit it again. Still didn't appear. And then I thought, oh, maybe this redstone, signal's not reaching the actual command block. So I put a repeater in there. And then I go ahead and push it again, and there's the gold block, so it appeared. So we know now that it's at least set up right. And then I just want to confirm what I thought would be a problem, so I go ahead and I put that redstone back, so it's not going directly into the back of the block anymore. And I go ahead and I hit this button again, and I see here it did not place the block. So yeah, you can't have like a crisscross, redstone like that, or it won't work. It has to go directly into the back of the command block. And I go ahead and I test it here again. And there we have the gold block. So now we know it's all set up. So then what I do here is the same thing I did at the beginning of the other video. The previous video is I go ahead and I set everything to a chain block. I set it to always active. And I set a delay and ticks to 5. And then I go ahead and I fast forward and do that to every single block. Again, there's no point in really showing you that. I mean, once you do it to 1, you see what the settings have to be. You can easily replicate that in your own build. So I fast forward through all these. I think I got it down to about 30 seconds. It was probably about 3 minutes or so in total time when I in regular 1x playback speed. And then here I get to the last one and set that appropriately. Again, chain always active and a delay of 5 ticks. And I go over here and I close the door real quick, and I'm going to test that it opens. So what will happen now, if it works right, there'll be a delay because it's going through all those command blocks that at this point aren't doing anything. But then when it gets to that front one, that front right one right there, it will actually open the door. So I go ahead and I hit the button, and then there it goes. So there was that delay. So you know that at least the command blocks are operating in a chain correctly because it did eventually make it, and it opened the door up. And you can see I redesigned the front a little bit. I made it like, I don't know, I think it's deep slate tiles or something like that to make it look a little bit, you know, more unique than it was. I think before it was just regular stone that was there. So this was my test command, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change it. So again, now we're going to go ahead and set a diamond block. So it's set block 612, 68, 37, and we set it to diamond block. And again, for your build, if you're doing something like this, you're going to have to find out the dimensions for yourself because you're probably not going to be in the exact same position that I'm in. And I had all the dimensions written down from the first build that I did, so I just had to go back and reference that spreadsheet that I had. And then what I do is I go ahead and I set it back to gold block now. So that's what's creating the flash. So it sets it to diamond block, and then the next command goes to execute. There's a 5 tick delay. And then from that point, it then executes the next block, which turns it back to a gold block. So it just gives you that idea that it's flashing real quick. And then what I do is I did that all off screen right there. I did all 16 of them, but I just did them off the video, so you don't have to watch me put all those commands in. And then I go ahead and I hit it, and you can see what it's doing now. But you can see it was missing the inner lower left square. So what I do is I go back and I fix that. And again, I don't show you that. I just had to basically figure out which block was wrong. So I go here, try it again, see, so there I had it fixed. It took me 2 or 3 tries to get the exact block down. But that's just something I wanted to show you. It's gives a neat little, extra pizzazz, I guess we can say, to our spiral door that we created last time. And you can do all kinds of things. You could have it spell out an initial, or you can have it go in, a circle. You could, depending how many command blocks you want to use, you can get really complicated with it. Again, this one was 16 additional, and the original doorway was already 25, so I guess that's what, we're up to 35, already up to 41 blocks. So yeah, tell me what you think of this build in the comments below. And until next time, have a great day.